I think birthing stories are fascinating. I have so many women in my life who have had kids in the last few years, and just talking to my mom about her experiences as well. And every single story is so unique and so amazing. The strength and everything that women go through to bring these little babies to life. And not only women, I cannot begin to express how amazing everything was at the hospital. The team that was there, it was crazy. When this baby had to come, everything stopped and it was go time, and it was like there was nothing more important in the world than getting this little boy out. So my story started at 7 a.m. So I woke up and I noticed that my mucus plug was coming out. Is that even the right term? I don't even know. But anyway, ladies, you know what I'm talking about. Those of you who have had kids, and if not, if you're pregnant and going to have a baby, you'll know what I'm talking about as well. So I woke my partner up. I was so excited. I was like, baby, it's going to happen today or tomorrow, but it's happening in like the next 48 hours. So this was on December 8th. And there was a beautiful sunrise that day. I remember looking outside. It was so beautiful. It was orange and pink and yellow. And so I took a picture of it so I can share with him when he's older, old enough to understand. And yeah, I started with contractions about an hour later, which feels just like period cramps, but very light period cramps, and started tracking it. I'm so grateful that I had midwives, because they just told me that I want to be relaxed. I want to take it easy, just stay at home as long as I can. So we had the kids. We decided just to go for breakfast. I wasn't in any pain, but I knew that I was having contractions. So we went to breakfast, which ended up being a huge ordeal. His soother fell out. Crazy. Oh, Tea baby. Yeah. So we decided to not go to our usual breakfast spot. We thought we would try somewhere new in Ottawa. So we went there, and for some reason the service was just super, super slow. It ended up being like a 3-hour ordeal. My contractions were getting more intense, and but they were still tolerable. It was fine. I had a delicious hot chocolate. Yeah, it was good. So we came home. I decided just to relax and lay down. So I go upstairs, I lay down, I was having a contraction. This was probably the most painful one so far. It was about 2:30 in the afternoon by this point. And I turn onto my side just to try to get a little bit more comfortable. And any movement, ladies, you know, when you're pregnant is so hard. So turning on your side is not a simple task. It literally, anyway, it's hilarious. So I turn onto my side and I feel a pop. Immediately, it just happened. My partner walked into the room, so I asked him to help me get out of bed, and my water broke. So I wasn't expecting this. I know a lot of women, your waters, they don't break. So anyway, mine did, so I knew it was go time. This baby was coming today or the next day. And I called my midwife. I told her I was good. I was having contractions since the morning. Decided to just take a nice bath, chill, which the bath was not so nice. When your water breaks, it's not just like one gush, it continues, I think, for most people. So a bath was probably not the most relaxing choice, at least for me. The shower was much better, so I took a nice, long, hot shower, and the contractions just got more intense. At this point, I didn't know I was having a back labor, which, sorry mom, I did that to you as well. And any ladies that have gone through this, it is super painful. I guess it's more painful, but I have nothing to compare it to. So anyway, I made my way downstairs because our washroom is upstairs. I made my way downstairs and knew that I was not going back up without a baby. So I came down. My partner was getting the kids' bags ready so their mom could come and get them. It was around Christmas time, so my stepdaughter kept asking me for her chocolates for her advent calendar. She did not understand what was going on. I was literally hiding in the kitchen, moaning during every contraction, just like trying not to scream, telling her to just ask her dad for her chocolates. And she kept coming in the kitchen. She's like, why are you making that sound? What's going on? I'm like, the baby is trying to come out. The baby's coming out. It hurts. It hurts so much. Um, I wish I would have been a fly on the wall just to see this going on. These kids are so just super confused. And anyway, 6 o'clock rolls around and I'm in a lot of pain. I call my midwife and I told her, like, I had a few contractions on the phone with her. Since I was able to talk, she didn't think I was very far along. But I told her that I was in a lot of pain. Like, scale of 1 to 10, I was past a 10 for sure. And nothing was relieving that pain, nothing. So we decided to go. We were just waiting for the kids to get picked up to head to the hospital. That car ride sucked. There's a lot of bumps and a lot of potholes where I live. And so my partner tried his best to drive slow, but it didn't matter. Everything hurt. Everything was just crazy. I get there, my midwife checks me and reminds me that if I'm not 5 centimeters dilated or more, that I'll get sent home. She checks and is like, Selena, oh my God, you're 9 centimeters dilated. So that feeling I was having at home, like I gotta poop, which ladies, I've heard a lot of ladies talk about, that's when it's time to push. I had a feeling that I had to push. I didn't push, but I was in active labor at home, which is wild. This little baby was ready to come 12 days early. And so, all in all, I pushed for 3 hours. My best friend was with me. Both my best friends, I guess, were with me, my partner and my best friend, and coaching me. My midwives were amazing, but this little guy, his heart dropped a few times, way too low, and it wasn't coming back up. And his head was extremely swollen. So the OB came in and took over and suggested that I get a C-section. So I interrupted and said yes right away. I was in so much pain at the minute that he put that spinal anesthetic like in me, the spinal drip. Oh my God, the relief that I felt was incredible. The anesthesiologist was right next to me and he just, I think, felt my whole body just exhaled and relaxed. And I just said, thank you, thank you, thank you. So we didn't know the gender of our baby. So ladies, if ever you need a C-section, emergency C-section, and you also don't know the gender, just something to think about. Make sure to tell everybody because it's very uncommon these days. Most people know the gender. So I made sure to tell everyone. I just kept repeating it. I probably sounded like a crazy lady saying that, like, I want my partner to tell me what it is. I want him to tell me the gender. Please make sure nobody says anything. And so minutes later, my midwife is right next to me holding my hand and my partner is right next to my head. And I just hear his cry. My face literally just lit up. It was like the world just stopped in that moment, and they lifted him up for my partner to see him, and he said Bebe Pod was here. Yeah, I didn't get to see him for a little while, but he was in Dad's sight the entire time, and I didn't get to hold him, but that's okay because he was with Dad. He spent the first hour of his life with his dad, and that is so special. Yeah. So my life forever changed. Oh, I could not be happier. Those nurses are incredible. They're mostly young, I'd say around my age, so either late 20s or mid 30s, between that range, and they are just incredible. Thank you for everything you did to bring this little baby boy to the world safely. Cone head and all. He's got a nice round head now. I wouldn't change anything. I pushed for about 3 hours and I felt all of that pain, but I wanted to give my all and do everything I could to try to get him out naturally, but that's not what he wanted. And ladies, as you know, it's your baby's plan, it's his plan or her plan. It's the baby's plan. You can have everything thought up in your head and imagined of how it's going to go, but the day of, it's totally different and it's just better than you could even imagine. So that's our story. He came to this world just before 11 p.m. and I can't imagine my life without him now. Talking and cooing away over there. So ladies, if you feel inspired, share your birthing story. Let's hear it. Let's hear what you went through and share, because the more that you talk about it, the more you share with other women, the more we learn and I guess are prepared for all of the unexpected moments of giving birth. Yeah. Comment below.